Candle Range 3 Trader back with you with another review on a candle 3 on the 8 hour chart. So let's go. So obviously we have candle 1, which was Wednesday, the 1 a.m. candle. The 9 a.m. candle was candle 2. Remember that I do like for candle 2 to make the high of day, or in this case, the prior high of day. And then candle 3 was the expansion to the downside. So let's remember that with an 8 hour candle 3, we have to remember that it's only good for 8 hours. It's not like the daily. So if you see a candle 3 that starts at 1700, you're good until close to, say, Eastern Standard Time. 1700, where I am, is 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time until about, I mean, technically the end of the candle, which will be at 1. But I wouldn't try to take entries near the candle close. So really, I'd say the first 4 hours of the candle is ideal. But let's see how many opportunities we got on this candle right here for the 1700 candle 3. So we'll drop down to our 5-minute chart. And let's remember that ideally, we do like to look for entries around fair value gaps above the middle of candle 2, I'm sorry, candle 1, which is this purple line right here. So we'll just throw on the gaps. The gaps just show momentum. There's nothing, that special about them. Sometimes they hold, sometimes they don't. But it really just helps you see opportunities. So let's remember as well that I only trade one-to-ones. Okay, so one-to-one risk to reward. That's how it goes. Now, the spread would have been too big to try to trade here. So really, it doesn't really calm down until about 6:30 or so. So, and I like to do 20 pip stop loss, 20 pip take profit. So could have got an best entry would have been like right here at about 620. I'll do a 2020. Okay, and then that would have hit no problem like that right there. Now, even though these are under the line, you may want to be a little more forgiving with 8 hours, because if it's nearing the bottom of the candle range theory low, then I mean, as long as the gap holds, you can take it in theory. So just be aware that if the criteria breaks down, though, you have to get out. Don't let it hit your stop loss, so you can protect your downside. So this would have been a good entry here. And this was at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You had some smaller gaps here. I'm not a huge fan of taking trades near the range bottom. It did hold though, so it is valid. I mean, if you're expecting candle 3 to be a solid red, I mean, it did give it to you right there, like that. Okay, did we trace quite a bit? Would have got nervous there, but that gap held too. So you had that one, and then we'll just say last but not least, this one here. These are, like I said, I probably wouldn't take because they're just a little too close to the range bottom for me. But at the same time, it was there. Obviously, it kept dropping. We have the benefit of hindsight. So, but generally speaking, I would have, if I were trading this one, I definitely would have taken this one right here in the 6 o'clock hour, and this one right here close enough to the middle of the range. These last two, probably not. But they were there. And like I said, it did work out. So you have 4 chances, though, that did work out. So like I said, again, if you're risking $100 per trade, that would have been 100, 200, 300, $400 right there. Now, and once again, can you take one entry and just let it ride down? Yes, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. I just prefer one-to-ones because I expect price to at least go 20 pips. And I set my stop loss and top take profit, mainly my take profit based on what I want to make. But again, I have to be okay with losing that same amount. So if I just risk $100 here, I have to be okay with losing that 100. I don't try to, but that's the goal. And as well, you can also add into the trade if time permits. Sometimes it can move pretty fast, but you would have had a better odds adding to this trade, like right here. You could have taken your first entry here, another one here, and maybe another one here. Ideally, you want to lower the stop loss as you do that if you do decide to scale in, and then just let it and set the take profit for they're all set the same take profit for all of them. So don't set a different take profit for each entry. It's just at the same time, you want to be sure that your take profit, your trade is flat at the same time. Don't, if you want to leave a runner, you can. It's up to you. I mean, it's your business. I'm just telling you how I do things. You do things as you see fit. Okay. But, I found much better success just doing one-to-ones and trying to scale into those trades instead of taking like this one and anticipating price to go all the way down, trying to get like 1-to-5, 1-to-6, 1-to-7. That's just not how I like to do things. Okay. So, but again, that's an 8 hour candle 3. So once you find a good candle 3, I want you to milk it for as much as possible. Okay, at the end of the day, candle threes, there you'll get one at least every single day. Your job though is just to find it and maximize it. And you only need one. If you can find one candle three a day on the 8 hour, sometimes even the 4 hour, or the daily, I promise you'll be fine. And manage your risk, of course. Okay, you'll be fine. And you'll know if it's not a candle three, then it's not going to act like one. So be sure you study the behavior patterns as well of a candle three. But that's it. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate your time and attention. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.